Hello everybody, this is BMackWrites and it is testimony time. First of all, I want to say that I do thank God for waking me up this morning. It was I have not had a morning when I woke up and you just wake up feeling rested and you're ready to start the day. I felt like that guy from that Best Buy's little 7-second video. Yeah, that was me. Ooh, just woke up and I was like, yes! Got the kids off to school, the honey to work, my hubby off to work, and I had my Bridget got a do list and I'm ready to start the day when I get a phone call from my daughter, my oldest daughter from the school, and she was like, Mama, I need for you to bring me a change of clothes, Miss. I'm not gonna call the teacher's name, but I really should. Says that my dress is too short. And I'm like, surely she must be mistaken. I am the world's best mom. There is no way that I will send my child to school wearing something that's out of dress code. And I was like, Brianna, you've worn that dress like 3 times before, honey. So apparently maybe she's mistaken or something. And I was like, may I speak to the teacher? So the teacher gets on the telephone and I'm like, well, Brianna's worn this dress before and so forth and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, she's never gotten caught before. I'm like, gotten caught? I mean, it's not like she was trying to hide it. I mean, I checked the dress. Her dad and I would not let her go and wear a dress that was too short. And she was like, well, I caught her and I'm going to need for you to bring up a change of clothes. And I was like, this is ridiculous. She's like, well, I'm sorry for the confusion. Other administrative people let it go past or what have you, but I caught it. And I was like, you know what? I am on the way up there and I'm going to have to voice a complaint because this is ridiculous. While I'm talking, my daughter's voice come back on the phone. And I'm like, Brianna, did she really just hand you the telephone? And Brianna was like, yeah. I was like, put Miss, I'm not going to call her name, but I really should, back on the phone. And so she gets back on the phone. I'm like, listen, Miss, I'm not going to call your name, but I really should. I was talking to you. Did you really? I don't have time for this. I have 1,100 students and I have 6 students in this office. I said, you know what? How about I'm on the way up there and I'll just see you when I get there, okay? And so she was like, fine. So I told my daughter, I was like, okay, I'm on the way. So I'm not gonna say that I was 38 hot because Bridget is all about the peace, but I will say I was Duncan Hines cake hot. You know how you have to heat the oven at 350 degrees so that your cake will bake even? I was that type of hot. And I'm sitting up here like, oh no, she didn't. So I am just fussing. I am fussing and I don't call my husband and I don't told her. I said, this woman, I'm trying to talk to her and she gonna get the phone to my daughter while I'm trying to talk to her over a dress that Brianna's already worn, that the other people said that it was okay, and now she's telling me I got to stop what I'm doing to come up here to bring her a dress that we already know that was appropriate. And so I'm getting ready to get ready when 5 minutes later, the phone called and Brianna was like, she checked the dress again and she said that it's okay. It's actually 3 inches lower than what the requirement is or what have you. And I'm like, I have a friend, Tamika, and when she's listening, she's like, I did that. I'm like, but I'm still on the way because it was a disrespect issue. I have an issue with people that deal with my children. If you're that brazen or you're that bold to get that brazen with me, then I don't know how you're going to be treating my child when I'm not around. So I'm in there, and of course I never wear makeup when I work around the house unless I'm going out. So I'm getting all makeup up and trying to get, and I'm doing my hair and I'm fussing and I don't call my mom and I'm fussing. I'm like, I'm finna go up here, I'm finna just, and mom was like, Bridget, come on. It ain't that serious. You two are in ministry. You really gonna let the devil come in here and just cause you to get out of character? And so she was like, you need to pray. And so my husband, he called, he was like, baby, you need to pray. I was like, okay. So I listened to Canton Jones' song, I'ma Stay Saved, in my head as God ministered to me as I drove 50 miles per hour down the road. People were just going past me and I was like, okay, God, I know it really is not this serious. I mean, I've been disrespected before. I'm like, I've had worse things that happened to me in the past 2 years of my life. So Lord, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna lose my religion because of this person. So get there, talk to the people that's in charge of her, get everything straightened up. Of course, Brianna's dress was fine, and we get all of that taken care of. My thing was, my complaint to them was, if a teacher or a counselor is bold enough to get like that with a parent, then I'm not confident that she's going to respect my child as a student. And we raise our children to respect their elders. but the elders also have to remember that they've got to show respect to the children as their parents. And everything turned out fine. They're going to handle the situation, and I thank God that I didn't get up there and lose my legend and do anything that was out of character. So this is my message to those of you who are having to deal with your bosses, with your child's teacher, with the principals, with your spouses. It does not pay to get out of character. You know, 2 hot heads is gonna burn a cake. So I'm like, it didn't make any sense for me to be 350 degrees hot and her to be 350 degrees hot, because then the Ducking Hines cake is gonna be burnt and then nobody can have any cake. Not like I need it, but hey, cake is cake. A lot of people think that it's okay to act like these so-called real housewives that you're seeing on Bravo, where they're throwing wine glasses and pulling hair and cursing and disrespecting each other. No, that's not what it takes to be a real wife, a real mom, a real woman of God, a Proverbs 31 woman. We need to learn how to act like we got some sense when we're dealing with heated situations. And I thank God for the spirit of conviction when it came to that, because I was 350 degrees Duncan Hines hot. But I thank God because he came in and he really ministered to me. Like I said, I had to drive 50 miles per hour to calm down, because I'm like this. My thing is, sometimes I think I overthink things. I look at the bigger picture and, okay, if she's gonna do this to me, and I'll tell her how she talking to my baby, and I want to hurry and get there and make sure my baby was okay, and everything was fine. God had her, God took care of everything. He intervened, found out that her dress was okay. But it could have been worse if I would have been somebody with that mindset. So I'm sending this message out to those of you who have a tendency to go from rail to rail. It does not pay. We've got so much stuff that's going on in the school system, and we need some people that's going to stop, drop, and pray before they react or speak or make a decision that they're going to regret later. We really need more prayer back in our school system. We need to pray for our teachers. So we need to pray for those that's in our school system. We need to pray for our students. Don't just pray for your family. Pray for the family and the students and the educational system as well as a whole, because everybody needs prayer. This world is cold and cruel to everybody. Life does not care who is affected by it. It's just gonna hit who is ever in the way. So this is my testimony. I chose to stay saved. Yes, I still got my Jesus. Yes, and I'm good. I'm good. So I'm fixing to go finish my Bridget Gotta Do list, and I'm back on that high. Yes, that spiritual high. But anyway, this is Bridget, and I pray that this testimony was a blessing for you. You all have a blessed day. Peace. I'm trying to be discreet, sir. It's really not deep, sir. We all gonna get a seat, sir, and we all gonna eat, sir. So please, will you calm down? Homie, put your arms down. I don't wanna show down, but it's about to go down. Here we go. It's a nice night, but we just can't act right. Just because I'm